We successfully executed Flight Test 5 in a developmental test at White Sands Missile Range with soldier operators to increase our soldier operator interaction to reduce the time that it takes to test the system. If I can get soldier inputs in DT in the developmental testing time frame, then I believe we can get a better assessment during the operational testing. I would like to work to the future to do a combined developmental and operational test so that we can test the system once, collect both the developmental data and the operational data, and reduce the amount of time that it takes us to get functionality to the warfighter. The test went well. It went as expected in the predicted analysis performance runs. We did a readiness check yesterday that also went well. First time pass, first time kill, so it went very well today. AIAMD is about any sensor, any shooter on a network that is common to give a common air picture to the warfighter. In the past, air and missile defense systems have been stovepipes, so to speak. The Patriot system did not normally inherently talk to a MSHORAD radar system. And what AIAMD does, it brings all those sensors into the same C2 node so that the warfighter will have a more situational awareness will be increased, and the air picture, they'll have a better air picture, and it'll also, as we bring in more launchers, give them the capability to select other launchers than the Patriot system to be able to engage targets. Today, in the developmental testing, we're working on A-kitting the ground station, which is the F-35 MADL system, with an A-kit that will bring their sensor data into the IBCS infrastructure. And so we did that today. We demonstrated in developmental ways. This will not be used in our limited user test coming up, but we did test with an airborne sensor. So today, in today's test, we had an airborne sensor contributing to the track picture, a Patriot radar, and 2 Sentinel radars. And IBCS took all those radar measurement data and built a composite track, which we engaged with a PAC-2 interceptor. Yes, sir, that was the developmental piece. It's not going forward into our LUT. That's not a fieldable piece yet, but it was developmental. A common air picture, more situational awareness, fusing data from other sensors, joint sensors. We're working with the Gator radar from the Marines, bringing it in. Today we demonstrated operability with the F-35, bringing their sensors in. But as you can, the more sensors you have out there that you can bring into the system, the track picture quality gets better, and we get to track better targets in a more precise way. White Sands Missile Range has the airspace and the ground space for us to be able to execute our engagements. We've been here for 5 years testing. I've been testing with AIAMD for all of those 5 years. Had excellent support from the White Sands infrastructure. The MT Material Test Organization has supported us in an excellent manner. We've tested just about the entire length of the range, all the way from North Range down to Nike Road. AIAMD does spread out. We are a vast network, a big span of control. We use a lot of the range when we come out here to test. They provide us good, excellent support. We have a test conductor, Adrian Herrera, does an excellent job for us. He is an old Patriot guy. We have to relearn some of his habits. And then Hector and I is our MT test officer, and he supported us in an excellent manner. Soldiers are awesome. The soldiers we use are from 3-6 Test Detachment here on White Sands Missile Range, and they afford us the ability to have a local set of soldiers that we can call, you know, and the range has conflicts, other missions, things like that, and sometimes our schedule gets manipulated outside of our control. The soldiers being local, you know, it's easier to reach them. They've provided excellent support. They are a Patriot unit soldiers, and I can't ask anything other of the soldiers. They've been excellent, from their company commander all the way down to the E4 that comes out. Great.
3-6 worked alongside the soldiers, or excuse me, the civilians and contractors on the IBCS program to conduct Flight Test 5 today, which was an engagement utilizing 2 PAC-2 interceptors here on North Range. The system performed exactly the way we expected it to. Everything went off without a hitch today. I could not be more satisfied with the results and all the hard work that the soldiers, civilians, and contractors have put into this system. It's actually a surreal experience to be on the forefront of the U.S. military's modernization efforts. Utilizing a system like this during developmental tests and being the first soldier who's fired off of it. It's an incredible experience, and I could not have done it without my crew, the team members here out at White Sands Missile Range. We provide feedback to the contractors and the developers on this system, giving them the exact information that the warfighter actually needs to utilize on the battlefield. They have been incredibly receptive throughout this entire developmental test process. I've been on it for about 2 years, and it has been a night and day difference of where IBCS was and where it is now. In a Patriot unit, you have a singular source of tracks that is your individual sensor. With IBCS, you have overlapping coverage from multiple sensors, giving you a better picture of the battlefield. That simultaneously shortens the amount of time that it would take for you to get information on engaging those threats, shortening the joint kill chain and allowing for safer engagements of threats to U.S. assets. Every single time I get to come out and test with IBCS, there are new changes that soldiers before me, as well as the team I've worked with, have told them about and they've already implemented. They've worked very fast on this program. I think that it is an amazing step forward for both the program and air and missile defense. It is going to give the warfighter much more needed information on the battlefield. It's giving the warfighter exactly what they need and increasing our ability to see threats to U.S. assets. No, it is a very large rarity, and it is even more rare that a soldier gets to fire off of this system while it's in developmental test. So it's an unbelievable feeling that everything went off perfectly today. I'm still a little bit jittery, but I could not be more satisfied with the results. Definitely want to give a huge shout out to the crew that was out here with me, Sergeant Stevenson and CW2 Holman, and helping us perform this just amazing feat that we did today. It was outstanding.